Everybody, it's me, Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 Hertz, the universal frequency. Balance out psychologically and emotionally, and further strengthen your brain and your heart's coherence as well. Get a plant-based diet going for yourselves today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in our nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level and get with alkalinity. Then you can generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically, set attention to your mind, and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to Great Days. So today I'm going to talk on the art of dying and how it is synonymous or very identical or equal to meditation, right? So I'm going to explain what I mean by this, the art of dying, and how it is meditation or meditating, right? So let's get into this once again. The art of dying and meditation, right, are one and the same. Okay, very, very simply, when you think of meditation, most people are probably going to think of sitting down, cross-legged, with their eyes closed, and you know, focusing themselves, focusing their mind for some time, and this is meditation, right? But the whole thing of meditation is that it has kind of been skewed in a way from what it was originally used for, and Western civilization has most definitely done a lot of this skewing of it, right? So meditation in itself has been westernized, whenever Westerners started taking up meditation, they kind of got it mixed up with like deep contemplation, right? So they kind of, we Western civilized people, I guess you can call us, we got it mixed up with like a deep contemplating of philosophical ideals or whatever it may be when we go to meditate, sit, right? But in the East, the way they do it, which it's much more, it's been pretty much originated in the East, I'm pretty sure. The way they see it is that you don't think at all, right? You don't hold a single thought in your mind when you go to meditate, which is the way to actually meditate, because this is the way that you're going to derive the benefits of meditation, which are very, very profound, and very, very paradigmal, right? Just to be able to meditate is very, very extra dimensional, right? So meditation is pretty much the art of expanding your awareness, and even the art of dying, because when you go to meditate, you are expanding your awareness, right? And expanding your awareness is literally dying in a lot of different ways, because whenever you are expanding your awareness, you are almost going to have to always come to a phase of life within that expansion of awareness where you are going to die, right? And that death is you as a multi-dimensional being coming into a higher understanding of more to what there is, rather than just the third dimension, right? Which is the physical body, the third dimension. And the third dimension isn't all there is at all, right? And people who are caught in the third dimension are not going to be able to have an open mind to be able to witness the other dimensions, right, which do exist, and which do exist, and because their existence experientially prove that life is eternal, right? But meditation is the art of dying, because what meditation originally was people dying, right? You go to literally die as you meditate. So you're literally like, you're killing yourself as you're meditating, not with weaponry or anything like this, but you're willingly giving up your physical existence during meditation, right? And you're literally dying. You're letting yourself die during meditation, because what meditation is originally supposed to do for you is it's supposed to allow you to traverse into higher planes of existence, just as though when you are ready to shed the body due to its fatigue, or to its damages, or due to its old age, or whatever it is, you shed the body, right? So 90 years old, my body it's not working anymore, or it's falling in fatigue, I can't use it anymore, I shed it, and I go through a whole bardo in between phase, where I find myself in the next octave of dimension, right? In a completely different existence. And that's originally what meditation is used for, right? So that you can get into that, into those experiences beyond the current dimensional existence that you're fixated on, right? Because you're already multidimensional, and you're already existing on these other dimensional planes, but our consciousness has been fixated on the third dimension, and maybe a few other ones, right? But there's infinite dimension, right? And through the mind, you're able to bridge almost all of them into your experience, and you're able to experience them, right? But you got to do that. You can only do this through meditation, right? So meditation is very, very important for this. And you can make anything a meditation as well. You don't actually have to sit down and be silent and thoughtless to meditate. You can make anything a meditation, because expansion of awareness is something that is of nature. So meditation is also something of nature. It's something that happens, rather than something that you're doing, or that you do out of your own will, right? Because will doesn't actually even exist. Will is more of a illusory struggle, along with like ego. So meditation is more something that happens to you, and you don't actually have to be sitting meditating, but anything that you're doing can become a meditation, right? As long as you're coming into synchronous flow with the universe, and this expands the awareness, right? But if you want to go into deeper dimensions of if you want to go into deeper dimensions, then you got to know deeper forms of meditation, deeper forms of meditation, right? Or more potent forms of meditation. So these also, you can say that you do them, but you can also say that in order to get a potent form of meditation from some like ancient master, it has to be given to you, without you actually having any part in it, other than maybe some type of subconscious attraction to it, but meditation, you use meditation to die, pretty much. And what I mean by this is that you're expanding your awareness into other dimensions of existence, right? And because of the fixation on the third dimensional existence, the body, the physical flesh, once you are able to maybe take your consciousness off of this dimensional plane and shift into another one where this existence becomes completely obsolete or completely transverse, or you transcend it, then it ceases to exist. So in this third dimension, you're dying, right? As you begin to have that experience of any other dimensional existence, right? So you can have an experience of fourth dimension, like hyperspace, breaking off into hyperspace, where the body, you don't even feel the body anymore. You're traveling the cosmos, you're astral traveling, right? Kind of like when you're dreaming. You don't always have a body when you're dreaming. You can catch yourself floating as like a ghost or like a spectra or something, when you're dreaming. And you don't actually feel the body in that type of dream, but in other types of dreams, you do have a body, and you can sometimes feel it and you sometimes can't feel it. But if you're having an experience where the body completely ceases to exist, then you died, right? You died in third dimension, but you're existing on an entirely different dimensional level, right? So you died, and that's the whole point of meditation, is for you to intentionally die, right? Because you need to die in order to expand the awareness, which everything is awareness, right? Light and awareness are one and the same. Energy, electromagnetic energy, is conscious energy, which is consciousness, right? So the more that you expand upon this, the more that you can grow out of lower dimensional existence, and you can exist in higher dimensional existence, right? And this is what meditation is, or that is what meditation is and is being used for. So you got to understand that be willing to die if you if you want to go deeper into meditation, right? Or if you actually want to meditate, you got to intentionally die. Other than I guess doing something else, right, that really isn't meditation. Something that is kind of just contemporary and and maybe just trivial, right? Or maybe just getting you ready for deeper dimensional experiences where your body is gonna cease to exist. So you're pretty much dying, so you got to die. You got to kill yourself without weapons. Don't use a weapon, right? And don't actually commit suicide. Don't do anything like that, but you do got to die, third dimensionally at least, okay? And come into a higher dimensional experience it, immerse yourself in that experience, right? And a new identity can be formed, which is more true, right? If you have a universal experience, one that is universally permeating, or you have an experience where you are the universe, then you can then identify with the universe, right? Which is what you are. You're not just a body. The body is just a little. It's just like a drop, okay? Or you're not the ego at the very least, right? The ego being a sense of self-identity. The ego is completely illusion. It doesn't exist, right? So don't fall for the tricks of the ego, because it'll keep you here in the physical, right? For as long as it can nag you into avoiding life. But you can't actually even avoid life either, because you're kind of you are life. You can't avoid yourself, right? Um, but meditation, use it for dying. You got to die, and when you're dying, you're actually just expanding your awareness. Okay, you're lightening yourself up. You're becoming more subtle as an energetical being, right? Which is pretty much coming into heavenous state of being, right? The astral realm is the heavens, okay? And within the astral realm, you're within a very, very, very lighter state, a vibrational frequency. So the heavens is the astral, and in order to get to heaven, you got to die, and in order to die, you got to be willing, right? Or at least you got to let go a little bit and flow, um, and use meditation for this, right? So you can actually come into heavenly states through meditation, right? This is why meditators are blissful, joyful, more peaceful, right? Because they can easily see through the game, or they can easily see the bullshit, you know. They can easily see the ego trying to fuck with you, but the ego doesn't exist, right? And what is going to happen happens. So die, right? Allow yourself to die through meditation. Do this more and more, and eventually you cease to exist on the lower dimensions, right? With your choosing. Okay. So I do thank you for watching. Peace out, one love, and have a great evening.